about software applications. There are various application domains are using softwares. They are system software, application software, engineering and scientific software, embedded software, product line software, web applications, artificial intelligence software. Let's see one by one. First one is system software. System software is a collection of programs which is written to service other programs like compilers, editors, and file management utilities. And it also process complex and determine information structures. It also creates other system applications like operating system, drivers, and telecommunications. Application software. Standalone programs that solve a specific business need is called application software. The applications in this area process business or technical data in a way that facilitates business operations or management or technical decision makings. Some of the software are used for business purposes. In that, they were used to solve management or decision, decision making situations. In addition to that, conventional data processing applications like application software is also used to control business functions in real time. The real time applications are called application software. The software used to create applications for real time use. In this diagram, you are seeing the switching on and off the lamp is checking whether it is a daytime or nighttime. If it is a nighttime, then we need to switch on the lamp. These are some example of a real-time situation. For if we are creating a software for the real-time, it will become an application software. There are some other software which will be used to solve problems of business needs. Example are point of sale and transaction processing. This is POS device. Nowadays, they are mostly using this POS. Every shop they are having the POS device, and if you need to pay the bill by using online transactions are done by this POS services. And then real-time manufacturing process control. These are all the examples of application. Next is engineering and scientific software. Engineering and scientific software applications ranges from astronomy, volcanology, stress analysis, and then orbital dynamics, molecular biology, then automated manufacturing, computer-aided design, system simulation. These are all the application areas of scientific engineering and scientific software. That is, the software which is used in engineering and scientific domain are called engineering and scientific software. In engineering purpose, CAD and automated manufacturing, these are all the examples of engineering software. And then scientific software, we are having the system simulation and the volcano analysis, environmental analysis software, or scientific software. Next is product line software. Product line software is designed to provide a specific capability for use by many different customers. Product line software focuses on limited or esoteric marketplace, such as inventory control processes, or it can be used to create software for address mass consumer market. Mass consumer market is focuses on like social media thing, word processing, spreadsheets, computer graphics, multimedia, entertainment, database management, and personal and business financial applications. These are all the examples of the product line softwares where the users are in mass. They are using the software for their own use. Next is web applications. Web applications is also called as web apps. Web apps is a network-centric software category. It spans a wide array of applications. That is, this is a application in web. In their simplest form, web apps can be little more than a set of linked hypertext files that present information using text and limited graphics. This can see say website as an example for this. The simplest form of web app is websites. Websites are differ from mobile to system. That is, we need the look and feel will differ from desktop to mobile. Most of the time, when we are viewing a website in a mobile, it will completely different from seeing a website in the PC. In the earlier days, this difference is shown, but nowadays, as the technology evolved, we are having some new thing called Web 2.0. This emerges web apps are into a sophisticated computing environment. This not only provides standalone features, computing functions, and content to the user, it also integrates with the corporate database and business applications so that the corporate database and business applications are integrated into a single thing, and it is provided to the user in the simplest form of way. Here, the difference of Web 1.0 and Web 2.0. In Web 1.0, the mostly they are having a read-only web. That is, they are just having some websites alone. We need to get the data. Some persons will contribute to the website, and most of the others will use the website. That is user-generated content, and the content is published, and the users will get the data in the Web 1.0. But in the case of Web 2.0, it's completely changed over 1.0 because of the social medias. Here Web 2.0, the widely read and write web. We are having the database itself so that we can change or update the database, and after that it can be easily accessed by all others. Here we are having the collective intelligence. There are many users who are contributing to the online data, and the data is published, and equal number of users will have the access to that data. So that is read and write web. Here Web 2.0, at present we are having 2.0 is called read and write web. This continues from 2006 on. Next is artificial intelligence software. Artificial intelligence software make use of many numerical algorithms to solve some complex programs that will have high computation and needs more complex analysis, which cannot be done by a person in short time. And the applications within this area, which includes robotics, express system, pattern recognition, artificial neural networks, theorem proving, and game playing. These are all artificial intelligence software. We are not only limited to these the above seven categories, we are having some new categories of softwares. The new systems are being built by in many times existing applications are being corrected, adapted, and enhanced. Here, new categories are developed not at from scratch. It is developed by using the previous uh, softwares. The past generations of software, people have left a legacy in each of the categories, and it will ease the burden of the future software engineers. This development of software is just not completed today. It will still need to modify in future also. Here the legacy is the reuse the old software. Here today the new software engineers are using the software which is developed in the past generations, and future software engineers use today's software engineers software. And yet the new challenges are here. These are the upcoming categories of software. They are open world computing, and second one is net sourcing, third one is open source. Here, open world computing is the first new category of software. The rapid growth of wireless networking may soon lead to true pervasive distributed computing. Due to the wireless network, nowadays we are mostly prefer wireless, so that these open world computing is emerging. The challenge for this open world computing is the software engineers will be need to develop some system or application software that will allow different devices, mobile devices, personal computers, and enterprise systems to communicate across vast networks. Nowadays, we are having some printers and some other things can be connected through Wi-Fi, the TV, like that. Some different devices can be connected through Wi-Fi, and we can share our information. These thing is included in open world computing. The next one is net sourcing. The World Wide Web is rapidly becoming a computing engine as well as content provider. The challenge for the software engineers nowadays is to architect a simple and sophisticated applications that provide benefit to targeted end user market worldwide. That is, all the world is become as a village. That is, we can easily communicate to the any person in any country, so that the software engineers are started to develop some applications which will be used by worldwide. In the face of high software costs, and as of offshoot of the development of two-tier client-server computing, a new industry has emerged with starting speed is called application service providers. Instead of developing the client-server computing in a single tier, nowadays it becomes a two-tier. The second tier is having the application service provider. The application service provider is ASP. I hope you all know about the ISP. What is ISP? ISP is Internet Service Provider. It's used to connect with the Internet. Here we are having ASP. ASP is Application Service Provider. In the Internet Service Provider, the service providers provide Internet connection. Here, application service providers, the service providers provide application. That is, they are providing software or hardware or developing services will be provided to the users. In this diagram, you can easily understand the use of ASP here. Without ASP, the IT department had to manage all these things, hardware, software, and developing things. All things should be handled by the department itself. But if it is ASP is introduced, then it will manage all the things, and the burden of the department will be reduced. This is called net sourcing. I hope you all know about outsourcing. What is outsourcing? We are giving our work to the some other persons in any other places they are who are connected through the internet. Like that, we are providing and applications, the services through the worldwide is called net sourcing. This is similar to our next one is open source, a growing trend that results in distribution of source code for system applications. Nowadays, all the most of the softwares are become open source. People, most of the users will prefer only open source code, so that the development of open source is increased. We are having a different open source softwares, for example, operating system softwares. We are having a database and for a development environments, so that many people can contribute to this development. Though it is open source, many different users can contribute to the development by getting the source code from the one person. The others can modify it and reuse it. The challenge for the software engineers to build the open source software is the self-descriptive, but more importantly, to development techniques that will be enable both customers and developers to know what changes have been made and how those changes manifest themselves within the software. So that as we are having the knowledge about source code, both the users and the developers know the changes in the software. So that nowadays the open source world is emerging. Next is legacy software. Legacy means old. Legacy software is the older programs. There are different definitions given by different authors about legacy software. Diane Fad and his colleagues says that legacy software systems were developed decades ago and have been continually modified to meet changes in business requirements and computing platforms. The proliferation of such systems is causing headaches for large organizations who find them costly to maintain and risky to evolve. But in the point of view of Liu and his colleagues, many legacy systems remain supportive to core business functions and are indispensable to the business. Hence, legacy software is characterized by longevity and business criticality. Legacy systems sometimes have inextensible designs, convolved code, or poor or not existent documentation, test cases, and results that were never achieved, a poorly managed change history. The list can be quite long. That is, we can have some problem like these when we are using some older softwares. Legacy systems often evolve from one or more of the following reasons. The reasons behind developing the legacy software. The first thing is the software must be adapted to meet the needs of the new computing environments or technology. The software is already is okay, but we need to meet the requirements of the new computing environment. In that case, we can just reuse the older one and we can do some modifications to complete the software. The software must be enhanced to implement new business requirements. The software must be extended to make it interoperable with other more modern systems or databases. The software must be re-architected to make it viable within a network environment. Most of the reasons, the older ones are taken and the small modifications are done in the software and the new software will be created. This method is called using legacy.
కొంచెం అంతకంటే சாப்பிடாம எனக்கு கொஸ்டின் ஆன்சர் அது சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குதுங்களா ஒவ்வொரு நாளும் அவன் லைஃப்பில் அந்த சைல்ட்ஹுட் லைஃப்னா டெய்லி அழுகிறதே வேலையா ஒரு முடிவோடவே அவன் சந்தோஷப்படுற மாதிரி எல்லா அழுக வைக்காது சண்டை போடாது அவன் வாழ்க்கையிலையும் அவன் ஒவ்வொரு நாளும் ஒவ்வொரு டேஸையும் அவன் ஹாப்பியாக இல்லாமல் ஒவ்வொரு டேஸும் வாங்கிட்டே இருந்தா எப்படி அவன் சந்தோஷமா இருக்கணும்னா அவன் என்ன வேணா கொஞ்ச நேரத்தில் அவன் போட்டு பயிரியா அப்புறம் எடுத்துக்கலாம் அதை ஆஃப் பண்ணி தூங்க வச்ச இது எப்போ கொடுத்தவா ஓஹோ என்ன பிச்சுட்டா தனித்தனியா கண்ணாடி சீக்கிரம் என்ன போட்டோ எடுத்து அனுப்பிச்சு விட்றேன் அந்த கண்ணாடி பென்சில் பாக்ஸ் எங்கே வச்சுட்டு வந்தேன்
Students, that's all with this lecture. The remaining thing will be seen in the next lecture. Until then, thank you. Have a great day.